Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. We've got Hudson, Garnett out there with Doherty. Then there's Webb, and it's Smith in at the 2 spot. And for Vancouver, Hicks out there with Wilkins. Then it's Shane Battier. Then it's Counts, and it's Abdul Rahim in at the 4. Greg, both teams love to push the ball up the floor, even off of made shots.
And trying to get those easy ones before the defense can get set is always an advantage, and you're seeing more and more teams trying to speed up their pace of play.
And Vancouver starts out with the ball. Here's Hicks. Pass to Wilkins, over Smith. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Wilkins has got the opening bucket of the night here for the Grizzlies. The drive by Smith. And Brad Doherty with the slam.
Good passing in the paint, maybe even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Here's Hicks, guarded by Webb. Fires top of the key. Pass to Counts. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Hicks. And a miss there on the triple. And it's Smith penetrating. And good coming off the assist by Spud Webb.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Here's Hicks. Garnett with the block. Now, here is Smith. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average of nearly 16 points a game. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Out to the wing. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Doherty with the bucket.
Really nice move there. Doherty has such a polished skill set. Makes it an easy conversion for him in the painted area.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Garnett with the block. Now Webb. His last outing, 16 points for him. Down low. Doherty, no luck.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Wilkins kicks to Hicks. Passes it to Counts. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Grizzlies. Mel Counts. 1 plus the penalty. 2 shots.
For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Hudson against Battier. Goes back up. There's the nice layup by Doherty. Doherty's got 6. Vancouver trails by 3. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Hicks can't get it to go. The Atlanta Hawks come into this one following a loss to Los Angeles.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
Shot clock at 5. The second chance effort. And yes, it's good. The Hawks have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Webb the pass to Doherty. Back to Webb. Takes it inside. Powered down with both hands.
Gives a team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. And with the postseason looming, Greg, any change in approach for the playoff contenders?
Goal number 1 is health. Outside of that, you're looking at seeding, trying to fine-tune, and just getting dialed in for what could be a long road.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Hicks passes to Battier.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Foul. Second team foul.
And here are the Grizzlies now. They trail by 3. The shot. Hicks can't get it to go.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And the Grizzlies, they come in off a loss to Indiana. Wilkins dishes to Battier. Here's Hicks, averaging 23 points a game and is one of the more consistent producers on any given night. And that one's good. Wilkins has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, he feeds.
Driving in. Webb can't hit.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Battier, and he banks in the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Smith the pass to Garnett. Inside, and it's slammed in by Garnett.
How fierce is Garnett down low? I mean, when he's close to the basket, he is aiming to make a statement.
And he drives in. Shot's good by Hicks.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Webb with it. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. It's tipped.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Counts, no good. The Hawks leading. And here is Webb. Here's Hudson driving to the basket. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
That play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Now a timeout called by Vancouver. And this matchup with the Hawks is their first meeting of the season. Grizzlies making a switch here. Randolph has checked in. Vancouver trails by 3. Now here's Wilkins. His last outing we saw him pour in 22. Randolph, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Zach Randolph using his body and reading where the ball was coming off the rim that time.
And the Hawks with possession here. There's the pass to Hudson. Throws it up high, and it's slammed in by Garnett.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Now, here is Battier. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's Wilkins over Smith. Wilkins can't get it to go. The Hawks leading by 3. Garnett outside. And Doherty kicks to Hudson. There's the drive. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Caldwell. Craig Hodges.
Here's Hudson. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Clippers. Hodges the pass to Hudson. Here he goes. And he goes in for the dunk.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
So it's Atlanta now, following the miss by Zach Randolph.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Abdur Rahim. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Vancouver trails by 9. Wilkins dishes to Battier. Now here's Wilkins. He's tightly guarded. And the officials call a traveling violation. Here is Hodges. Dishes it to Hudson. Over Randolph. No good from Hudson. They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kev? I think it's time to switch some things up, either by going to your bench or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm. And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Here's Caldwell. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Here's Hicks. That's a bucket. His third of the game. He shot the ball 7 times. The Hawks leading by 5. Hodges the pass to Caldwell. He kicks it to Hudson. Pass to LaFrance. Plenty of space. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Here's Hicks. He's got 6, and he lobs it up toward the rim. Here is Hodges. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for. Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Third team foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
They also haven't been afraid of taking the ball to the rack. Lots of opportunities at the rim.
First free throw is good. Robinson's checked in for Vancouver. Johnson comes in for Dominique Wilkins. And a change for the Hawks. Jackson's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here is Hodges.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to LaFrance.
2 minutes.
To the paint. It's his first trip to the line.
Rafe LaFrance. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Anthony's checked in for Hicks.
Into the lineup for Atlanta.
Now, here is Webb. Not a lot of room. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. So with Smith sitting on the bench, here's who's on the floor for Nate McMillan. Konkak is out there with Garnett. Then it's Webb. Then there's Hudson. And it's Caldwell in at the 2 guard. Now, here is Webb. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Here's Hicks. He's got 8. Going inside. Here's Robinson. Atlanta with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Garnett. Now Webb to the inside. And Garnett with the basket on the assist by Spud Webb. Garnett's got 8 points.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Hicks. To the middle. Here's Abdur Rahim. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And you know what makes Abdur Rahim so hard to handle in that low post is the number of moves he has. It's just a matter of which one is he going to use.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. To the left wing. Here's Hicks. Guarded by Webb. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Here's Hudson. He's got 6. And it's in there. 8 points for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Hicks, guarded by Webb. Good work there as it goes. So it's the Hawks now. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Here's Caldwell. He's got 7. That miss is his 4th this game. He's shooting 3 for 7 from the field. Hicks passes to Abdur Rahim. That's tipped.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Webb with it. From 11 feet away, here's Garnett. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Hicks, guarded by Webb. And Shea gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his 3rd foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
And here is Webb. Here's Caldwell. Feeds to Garnett. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
Yeah, Garnett, a remarkable scorer. Just a number of moves inside to choose from, including that little feathery-looking jump shot.
Hicks passes to Wilkins. Here's Hicks. Back to Wilkins. Outside Williams. Clock at 6.
2 minutes remaining in the first
And
half.
play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine.
And so that's the end of the first half. Hawks lead by 15. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back. Back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They lead by 15. Kenny, give us your take.
They were in such a groove that entire first half, especially on the offensive end. Good play calling, good execution, and by and large, they take great shots.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
The shooting percentage they allow was through the roof. Their coach should absolutely be ripping into the defense. They need to take some pride on the other end. Just lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic from Kevin Garnett.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively, but he's going to keep going at him.
And there wasn't too much. Hicks checked in for Vancouver. This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
At the line for one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw drops for Battier. And your experience, Brent, in the front office, has it changed how you view the game in any way?
I think, Kevin, it's a great question, and I'll actually take it beyond the game and talk about the NBA as a product. I think there's so much more respect that I have, the levels to which organizations go to and through in order to put on an NBA season, from what they do in promotions and ticket sales to the lengths they go to provide the players the best opportunity to maximize their potential. So from top to bottom, sort of being behind the curtain in that way, it's allowed me to see some things on some levels that I appreciate so much more, and I'm so thankful for that opportunity.
Shane Battier is out there with Hicks. Then it's Counts. Then there's Dominique Wilkins. And it's Abdul Rahim in at the 4-man position. And for the Hawks, Hudson is out there with Garnett. And it's Smith. Then there's Doherty. And it's Webb in at the point guard position. And for Vancouver, we've got Hicks. He's out there with Dominique Wilkins. Counts is out there with Shane Battier. And it's Abdul Rahim in at the 4. Now here is Smith. 10 points for him. They grab their own miss. And Brad Doherty with the slam.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Counts. Another shot. Doherty with the rebound. Doherty's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Smith. And no good that time. Some solid defense from Battier.
Teammates right bring up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night. Yes, finally one drops after the 0 of 3 start.
Here's Smith. The Grizzlies making the shot. Webb. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
Steve Smith.
Smith's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Webb the pass to Garnett. That's tipped. Battier against Hudson. No good. So Vancouver will take it the other way. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
Hawks ball. Now into the lineup for the Hawks, Rafe LaFrance.
The Hawks leading by 15. Back to Webb. Inside. And Brad Daugherty with the slam.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Now here is Smith. 10 points for him. Here's LaFrance. Rebound by Counts. Counts has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Abdul Rahim. Rebound by the Hawks. Daugherty's got 11 rebounds in the game. Smith feeling it out a bit. The shot from the low post is good. Smith's got 12.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Wilkins, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Atlanta with the ball after Vancouver picking up a basket just moments ago. And Shane Battier gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Team foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Zach Randolph is checked in for Counts, and Anthony subbed in for Wilkins. Smith outside. Back to Daugherty. And Brad Daugherty with the slam.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
He takes it in. Here's Randolph. That one goes. Count it. He has 7.
Embrace the contact while you're shooting. Tough to do, but not for Zach Randolph, given his experience.
Here's Hudson. He's got 10. And Shane Battier gets the whistle that time.
Shane Battier.
That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Personal foul. 2nd team foul. Now into the lineup for the Hawks, Joe Caldwell.
Atlanta with the ball. Now here is Webb. He has 6. And again, it's Atlanta.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Now a timeout called by Vancouver.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Vancouver trails by 19. Hicks passes to Anthony. Here's Hicks, guarded by Webb. Here's Hicks. He's got 14. Just 5 to shoot. Nice shot by Randolph.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Webb the pass to Daugherty. Here's Caldwell. He's guarded by Battier. Here's Webb. Rebounded by Battier. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the 3rd quarter got underway. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you, guys. We have seen today's athletes taking stands for social justice. All-star Bradley Beal says, we understand there will be a backlash, but we don't care about that. I'm a human being, a citizen, just like everybody else. I have family and friends still living in those environments, and I'm their voice. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you very much. Here's Caldwell after Vancouver picking up a basket just moments ago. Doherty up top. Here's Webb, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Abdul Rahim can't hit. The Hawks leading by 17. Webb the pass to LaFrance, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Hawks foul call. Spud Webb.
Robinson's checked in for the Grizzlies. Johnson comes in for Anthony. Hodges checked in for Atlanta. Nattier, the pass to Hicks. Drives to the hoop, and he makes good on the layup. Hicks has got 16.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Here is Hodges. Hicks pulls it in. Down low, Randolph. Doherty grabs the board. The Hawks leading by 17. Passes to Caldwell. Kicks it to Hudson. With the drive. That ball is good for another field goal. His sixth. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Here's Caldwell, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Robinson. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. Hawks making a switch here.
John Contact. Phil Jackson.
Smooth sailing for Atlanta. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Hodges the pass to Contact. Here's Hudson. He's got 12. The pass to Hodges. The Hawks working the ball around. Shot clock at 3. Stolen by Randolph. In transition, here comes Vancouver. Johnson's got the ball. He kicks to Robinson. On the wing, Battier. 7 points in the game. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Hicks. And there's the drive. Randolph. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Webb's checked in for the Hawks.
Spud Webb.
The Hawks leading by 21. Here's Caldwell. Hicks pulls it in. Vancouver shooting 41% from the floor so far in the third. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hicks has got 18 points.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Now, here is Webb. 8 points for him.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
6 to shoot. Driving the lane. No good off the back of the rim. Vancouver trails by 19. To the paint. Here's Randolph.
Yeah, you got to be a little bit careful around Zach. Solid at using his body to get those fouls called.
Third team foul.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
The other thing they've done is had penetrating passes inside, in the interior, plenty of points in the paint.
No good on the free throw.
Zach Randolph in that mode as a veteran player where you start to talk about his leadership and the role that can play in a locker room to make guys accountable and to keep them professional throughout the season.
Dominique Wilkins, he's checked in for Vancouver. Good on the second free throw. The Hawks leading by 18. Caldwell passes to Webb. 1:35 left to play in the third. And the basket by Caldwell. Caldwell's got 4 points this quarter.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Here's Johnson. Feeds to Wilkins. Trying to get open is Johnson. And it's Wilkins. That time on the assist by Johnson. Wilkins has got 8 points.
Now catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Now here is Webb. 8 points for him. Pass to Koncak. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Johnson. 8 points for him. 40 seconds left to play in the third. Hicks passes to Randall. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. No good from Hudson.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Caldwell passes to Webb. To the inside, Koncak, and another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Passes it to Hicks for the three. Off the mark. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Hawks on top, delivering the blowout. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The Grizzlies shooting well. They're at 45%. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Hawks, Garnett out there with Jackson. Then there's Webb. And it's Smith. And it's Caldwell and at the 3 slot. On up the court. Jackson misses. And the Grizzlies with possession. Here's Robinson. That shot off. Excellent D there from Garnett. Inside, here's Smith. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Webb against Johnson. Counts, passes to Robinson. Looking for Wilkins, he gets it there. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Webb dishes to Jackson. Back to Webb. To the paint. Here's Garnett. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
And a long windup and strong follow through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Here's Johnson. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. The dish now to Webb. It's deflected, and they get it back. Jackson misses.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Outside Wilkins. Now one of my favorite days on the NBA calendar, the trade deadline. Anything you'd like to see the league adjust with?
I'd like to see them trade announcers if they could, Kevin. I would maybe trade you for one Greg Anthony and a pick to be named later.
Man, I'd just be curious to know who that pick to be named later is going to be. I'm kind of sticking with Kevin on this one.
Thank you very much.
Joe Caldwell.
It's good. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Now the pass to Wilkins. No good that time. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Here's Webb. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Personal foul, first team
And when
foul.
you talk about Webb, the obstacles he's had to overcome, always being doubted because of his height. But here he is, one of the most talked about players in the NBA.
The first one falls. Doherty's checked in for Jackson. He doesn't get the second one. The Grizzlies shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Johnson up top, guarded by Webb. Johnson can't hit. Atlanta leading by 23. Now Webb. And the layup's good off the glass. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 16 assists. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Johnson, the pass to Abdur-Rahim. 6 on the shot clock. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Webb the pass to Doherty. Here's Caldwell. Second chance shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
A smart player who just really understands positioning. Hard to stop Doherty there on the inside without fouling.
Taking 2 shots.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
First one falls for him. Vancouver making a switch here.
Hawks substitution. Shooting for Atlanta, Steve Smith at the line for 1.
Free throw good, Smith. Vancouver has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Wilkins. Pass to Hicks. Misses from short range. Smooth sailing for Atlanta. Passes it to Koncak. To the wing on the left. Wilkins against Jackson. Bounce pass, Smith. Jackson passes to LaFrance. Smith wide open. He fires from beyond the arc and then some. Smith's got 7 points for the quarter.
And seeing Smith there pulling up from deep, his three-point shot is as good as it gets.
Here's Hicks, covered by Smith. Hicks can't get it to go. The Hawks' shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
Personal foul. Team is in the penalty. Shooting for Atlanta, John Koncak. 2 shots.
Two.
And the first one at the line is good.
Into the lineup for Atlanta. At the line for your Grizzlies, Jason Williams. 1 shot.
And that one falls for Williams.
And Williams is a baller. He's an exciting player to watch. Fantastic passer and shooter. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Hawks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins. Here's Wilkins, following the score by Kevin Garnett.
And you look at Wilkins, everybody talks about the spectacular athleticism, but in some ways, I think he's just underrated as a basketball player. He just does so many things well for his team.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Wilkins.
Substitution.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Garnett grabs the board.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Back to Smith. Here's Koncak. Back to Smith. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.